What up, guys? It's right on Sports News. Now, I've been on a 2-week hiatus, just been taking a break. I just felt like I needed a break, but you know what? We're going to come right back into the videos. We're going to start making daily vids again and, you know, just get this channel back on a roll. Now, I wanted to come back with a really big video, and I wanted to talk about who is the best quarterback in the NFL in the past 10 years. And we've heard, you know, Tom Brady, we've heard Peyton Manning, Josh Freeman, Matt Schaub, and you know what? I don't care about them. I don't care. If you look at Tom Brady, the guy's a cheater. I'm not even gonna entertain Tom Brady because he's so much of a cheater in the Patriots organization. I don't care. He's out. He's out. And I did a lot of research, and I just feel in the past 10 years, I've narrowed it down to one quarterback. And no, it's not Eli Manning because I'm a Giants fan. I didn't pick Eli. I'm going to pick the true GOAT. You ready for this? Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler has been the best quarterback the NFL has seen in the past 10 years. It's the truth. It really is the truth. And a lot of people, you're probably, what? Jay Cutler? It's because nobody talks about him. I don't understand why nobody talks about him. This guy is great. His intangibles have always been great. His arm strength is unmatched. His pocket awareness, great. Just honestly, and a lot of people question his what's the term? They question whether he really does want to win or if he just wants the money. And his passion for the game, and you can just look back at all the quotes that his previous teammates have said. His passion for the game is unmatched. Everybody knows that he does want to win. He's always wanted to win. He is extremely competitive. And I don't know where people get off, and a lot of people, because there really is no really criticism of Jay Cutler, because there really isn't. A lot of people like to make fun of, you'll see the smoking Jay Cutler meme. And I don't get it. And here's your tabloid headline for you, okay? Jay Cutler doesn't smoke. So I don't even know where that meme came from. I think it's pretty funny. It is funny at certain times, but the guy doesn't smoke. So me personally, I don't get it. But maybe there's some Jay Cutler joke enthusiasts out there that understand it. You know, whatever. It's cool. And another people would like to point out the Wildcat play that happened earlier in the season where he played for the Dolphins. I believe the game was in London, where it was Wildcat. He was in a wide receiver set, and he stood out with his hands on his hips, and you know, he didn't seem interested in the play. And a lot of people hated on him for that play. I don't know why. Everybody knows Jay Cutler is not exactly an athletic guy. I think everybody in the whole entire stadium knew the ball was not going to Jay Cutler. And he was their quarterback. Their backup quarterback was like Matt Moore, so they didn't have a chance other than Jay Cutler. Not that because of the team they put around Cutler they had much of a chance, but they really didn't have a chance without him at all. So, you know, he stood there. You know, he knew he wasn't getting the ball. Everybody else knew he wasn't getting the ball. He wasn't about to put himself on the line like that, because who would? And, you know, he did what he was told. He stood where he was supposed to stand. He did exactly what he was told. So, I didn't see an issue with it, but a lot of people love to hate on that play and criticize him for that until they're blue in the face, and I don't understand why. Stupid. Really stupid. But let's get down to the statistics. Now, I have a couple notes written down because there's no way I was going to memorize all the statistics I'm about to throw at you of quarterbacks that we consider in the past some of the greatest QBs of all time. So I'm going to interpret that for Jay Cutler being the best in the past 10 years. Now, if you want to look at, let's just take a look at Jay Cutler stats. Now, he has 35,000 yards in his career. and 227 TDs and 160 INTs. So there you go. That's the stat rundown. Now, if you want to look at what's a guy that we consider one of the best of all time, Terry Bradshaw, right? A lot of people think that Terry Bradshaw is one of the greatest of all time. What's his career stats? 27,000 yards in his entire career, and he's played one more season than Jay Cutler, mind you. 27,000 yards. 212 touchdowns. 210 interceptions. So the TD to interception ratio is absolutely horrible. Keep in mind, this guy played with Franco Harris, Lynn Swann, Steel Curtin. Now, you're going to say, I know everybody's going to say, well, we consider him the greatest because of his Super Bowl wins. Now, Super Bowl wins, it was because he had an amazing, absolutely amazing team around him. Jay Cutler in his entire career has never really had an amazing team. If you look at the Broncos, who was it? There wasn't really anybody around. You had Brandon Marshall, and let me tell you, just to go on a side note, Jay Cutler made Brandon Marshall's career. He made Brandon Marshall's career set in stone. If you look at, really, Broncos, Brandon Marshall was good. If you look at when Brandon Marshall was on the Bears, he was good. But if you look at when he was on the Dolphins, he did put out a decent season, but only because he was the only player on that team and he got the ball every single play. He had no choice but to be productive. If you look at him on the Jets, really didn't do that hot. If you look at him on the Giants last year, absolutely horrendous, even before he got injured. I know everybody's going to say, oh, he got injured, that's why. Even before he got injured, he did nothing. Alright? So I don't want to hear it. Jay Cutler made Brandon Marshall the way he was. The only decent player that I can think of in Jay Cutler's career is Matt Forte, and he was at running back. So how could that help out Jay Cutler's passing numbers, really? I don't see it. Now, he did do a lot of receiving work. I know Matt Forte did. But there's only so much a running back can do as a receiver. So, and really, if you look at, I know a lot of people are going to say, what about Alshon Jeffrey? The guy was hurt almost every other game. I mean, I don't want to hear it. When he was in Chicago, he was hurt all the time. So, Alshon Jeffrey wasn't that much of an asset. Now, if you want to look at another quarterback, and what everybody believes is the greatest of all time, just knocking out Brady because he's a cheater. So we don't want to talk about him. A lot of people think Joe Montana was the guy. All right, he put up 40,000 passing yards in his career. Keep in mind, this is with Jerry Rice. Just Jerry Rice. All right, best wide receiver of all time. He was with Jerry Rice. He had 3 extra seasons over Jay Cutler. 273 TDs, 139 INTs. Really, it's just, compared to Jay Cutler, I mean, I do think that Jay Cutler was better. If you want to look at Super Bowls, 49ers had an absolutely amazing team. If you look at Steve Young, another 49ers quarterback, 33,000 yards in his career, 232 TDs, 107 INTs. Better ratio from TD to interceptions, but again, Jerry Rice, T.O., amazing team around him. Now, if you want to look at Troy Aikman, a lot of people think that he's one of the greatest because of how many Super Bowls he won. This guy played with Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, one of the best defenses of all time. That's why they're winning these Super Bowls. 32,000 career yards, 165 touchdowns, 141 interceptions. Again, Jay Cutler wins that. Jay Cutler is the best quarterback that we have seen in the past 10 years. With really no team around him, he has stood up, fought, and really he's done the best he can. He's got a playoff win. Now, has he gotten to the playoffs much? No. He's gotten to 2 playoff games in his career. And I know a lot of people are going to be ragging on him, only 2 playoff. It's because he's never had a team. How many offensive coordinators has he gone through? How many head coaches has he gone through? He's been to 3 different teams. Just, come on. Give the guy a break. Nobody talks about him. Why not? This guy's better. If you saw him, I don't know if you guys watched, in the Dolphins-Patriots second game that they played of last year, Jay Cutler looked on a whole nother level than Brady did. And the Dolphins won the game. He was just on another level. He just outplayed the New England Patriots. It was amazing. Just really, Jay Cutler is an amazing quarterback, and he's the best quarterback that we've seen in the past 10 years. Enough said. Enough said. And I know some Peyton Manning enthusiasts out there will say, you know, Peyton Manning's one of the greatest. If you stuck Jay Cutler on that 2015 Denver Broncos team, you would have had the same exact result. If you stuck Joe Namath at 69 years old, put him out there, I think he's like 69. If you put him out there in 2015, the Broncos still would have won it. Peyton Manning didn't make much of a difference in that Super Bowl, so I don't want to hear it. And really, that's it. Jay Cutler, best quarterback the NFL has seen the past 10 years. Really, there's not an argument for it. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to talk down in the comments below. I'm always responding to the comments. I enjoy seeing your guys' comments. And really, that's it. So remember, right on, brother. We'll see you.